Hello Internet and welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna talk about the Taranis 9X Plus or Taranis Plus. Unboxing, very easy. Here's the box: radio, strap and battery charger, nothing else. Oh yeah, there is when you pull the actual cover, you get the warranty card, a quick start guide, which is an A3 page. It's very nice. It's in English, and you get another guide on how to set up the model pretty quick, or how to do some modifications. And oh, this is for the receiver, nothing to do with this box. And another addendum about the battery and how to get it connected and everything. Well, that's it. This was the unboxing. Taranis, great radio. Just so you know, as an introduction, this radio was designed by a group of RC modelers, so it's kept in mind with RC, like, you know, people who actually deal with RC every day, and runs on OpenTX, which is a software which is accessible by everyone. It's not like copyrighted or anything, as far as I know, and this radio talks to you and tells you that.
Welcome to OpenTX.
There you go. OpenTX is a very versatile software which makes this radio a very versatile radio. It's incredible. It has several pages. I'm going to read them all. I mean, it has more than 8 pages of radio setup. So if you want to set up the radio in a certain way, you can have it mode 2, mode 1, whatever you want. You have to go through those 8 pages. Then it has 12 pages of model selection, modification, mixes, whatever it is. Like page 1 is model selection. More models you can shake a stick at. It has an SD card. It has slots here for a body box, for an earpiece, because as it talks it could disturb other people, or you don't want them to hear what's your height or anything, so you can put an earpiece. It has an USB slot, like a USB kind of like port here, that will allow you to attach it to a computer, go to the OpenTX site and do modification, update the firmware and whatever you think is needed. It can be charged directly from the battery charger here, and you can upload images to it. So when you have your model, you will have also your model image to it, or you want your logo showing up when actually the radio starts up. I put Mikbachi tube.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, you know, you can put anything you like. Painless 360 made a whole like great logo of his. I think he's probably very versatile with graphic. I'm not. Page 3 is heli setup. Page 2 is model setup, like airplane model setup. Page 4 is flight mode. I wrote them all here because there are too many. Page 5 is inputs. Page 6 is mixer. So flight modes, you got about like 64 flight modes that you can enter, input, and actually like store. They all are getting stored on the SD card, by the way, so you never lose this data. Page 5 inputs, you can change all the inputs. You can change the throttle, like, you know, range, or you can change all, like what this does or what else. Page 6 is mixers. There is like a lot of mixers that you can use. Page 7 is servers. You can take every single server on your RC model and make it behave the way you want. Page 8 is curve, so if you want to expose or if you want to tame down your model, that's how it goes. Page 9, global variables. Don't know. I'll find out. Just unboxed it. Page 10, logical switches. There you start to have like you can set up switches which are logical or not exactly like here. They are like inside in the software, and when the airplane reads in a certain way, for example, I have set up mine for when it goes above 200 meters, it will tell me, the radio will tell me that I'm above 200 meters by saying every 10 seconds, 203 meters, 205 meters. You read me the altitude every time I am above that altitude, and so I could be legal at the same time. Sometimes, like you got a 2 meter wide airplane going up on a thermal, and you can't judge if it's like 100 meters, 150. After after 150 meters, 130 meters, you barely almost see it. But yeah, it's okay. That will help you, and that's made in logical switches. Logical switches work with special functions, which is like all the function you assign to all these switches, and then you got the telemetry page. There are more sub pages. I'm not gonna go into it because that's another thing that I want to talk about. Very good. No manual. There is a site, there is an OpenTX University where you can do a course and you can actually learn how to do it, but it's also like interesting because you get to learn how to modify and personalize your radio the way you like, and which I think is also a good thing. And plus it's an open software, so you're not bounded by like all these copyright laws and everything and whatever that you get on sometime on other radios. Switches. These can it can take up to 16 channels with the 2/8 receiver put into parallel or like one after the other one. They can be connected through a port, however, I normally use it on 8 channels because I don't need more than those. I don't know what to do with 18 channels really, or 16 channels. But it has more 3-way switches. You can shake a stick one. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-way switches. There is 2 more 2-way switches. There is 2 sliders, one here and one here. There is a speaker, as you say, all the trims. It has these 2 knobs here. I don't know, probably it's more for heli, for hovering and stuff like that. I still have to find out what it is. And of course all the navigational switches here on the side of the screen. The screen is backlit.
Welcome to OpenTX.
And you can make it turn off whenever you want. After 30 seconds, after 20 seconds or whatever, and as soon as you touch any of the switches or a gimbal, it will backlit again. So I don't know how it goes with the, here you go, show you. Yeah. I don't know how it goes with the consumption, but I have an ICD battery here which is behaving pretty well. I charged it probably like never, actually. That's how it comes out of the box. It's 7.7 volts and it keeps on going, but I'll let you know if it just like gets drained out very fast. One last thing, you can two more things. You can find spares on the internet for this. It's quite good, and you have a slot for modules. Oh my god, this is gonna piss off certain copyright people that we have around. Oh, it's my radio. But actually you can fit models. You can fit modules here, and you can actually power them. There is like an extra slot for power here, or you can hook them in like they are. There is like a whole thing here, and apparently you can have it run not only for Free Sky receiver, but also DSMX, DSM2 receivers, JR, Futaba, whatever the models have been made for. I have a lot of DSM-X and DSM-2 receiver because I used to, and I still use Spectrum a lot. So I'm probably gonna buy a model to stick here if I want to use this radio with my DSM-2 receiver and not going to fly out in the field with two radios. That's all it is. I will tell you how it goes in the next video. At the field, I bought a Vario for it. It's something I really always wanted to have. Oh yeah, it's cheap. Let's say it's cheaper than certain radios. This could compare, maybe, like it's completely different product, but yeah, I could compare to the DX8 of Spectrum, for example, and the DX8 of Spectrum goes for more than $200 or $300. It has telemetry and everything like this one has, and this one comes with, I bought a T9 Obis Sport here in UK for £167, I think. It comes all in one box and everything, which is in old money $200, $200 American dollars. So it's cheaper. Definitely receivers are cheaper than any other branded name. They are also better. I think on the bench this will go over 100 milliwatts on transmission, so you get more actual power out of it. Well, another thing is, for example, the lag there is between the loss of signal to the regaining of signal, because it's a multi-hopping frequency. Of course, it's a 2.4 gigahertz. Well, that's one problem we had at the club as well. Like some Spectrums, they take ages, 5 seconds, 6 seconds to actually regain the signal. I think it's the DSM-2 that do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the DSM-X are a bit better, but still Spectrum is actually quite famous for that at the moment, because of the loss of quite few very sweated models which have been built. I mean, I saw a 40 years old model of like a biplane that went down the ground in seconds because of loss of a Spectrum signal. This one regains signal like in milliseconds. It's really good. Actually, I was like very impressed with that. I just made a little test and it actually works well. So yeah, plus for this corn, it's bulky, it's a bit heavy. I mean, compared to the TBS Tango, yes, definitely. But it's also not a new radio. I think it's around since quite a lot. It's 2013. We are in 2016, and now, so maybe 4 or 5 years or even more. I mean, like I saw earlier models. What was that from RC Model Review? He was using one which was like kind of like almost 7 years old or something like that. I could be wrong. I don't know how it is. Well, if you want to find everything else on this, it's mostly on the internet. Other con, it just has all these alarms that you will have to take off. I mean, as soon as you put it, if you move a switch and put it on, and it will go in alarm immediately. I mean, there you go. And it has alarms if you leave it on for more than 3 minutes. It has alarm for anything. I don't know, I'm like, not that much into it, but yeah, well, that's personal mostly than actual objective. So far, Pro, I think it's incredible radio. It is everybody's modeler, it's every modeler's dream to have the possibility to actually mix and do everything you want. It will take some time, and that's another call for me. It will take some time to actually learn the whole thing. I mean, like the DX7 I had from Spectrum came with 150 pages and an index, so 150 pages of manual and an index. So if you wanted to do a mix, how to do a mix, and you will go and follow all the instructions, and slowly you will get there. but you know, it will take maybe like, I don't know, 15 minutes to learn that. I mean, like, unless you're really not into techie. But you know, 15 minutes you will get something sussed out with those with the Spectrum DX model. With this one, it will take a little bit more. You have to go on the internet because, yeah, remember, that's the entirety of the model. And you'll have to go on the internet, you will have to actually scout it. I found out that a person who put like a very good series about this radio is Painless 360 here in UK. Great job. You had the patience to do it and the willingness, which is good. I hope you're getting paid for it. And like, you know, and it's just like, it will tell you how to update the firmware and everything, and will give you all the data on how to go on the internet and scout for all the possible sites that will give you all the information about this radio. Another pro, I think, is incredible. You can find a lot of spare parts for this on the internet. You cannot find a lot of spare parts on the other radios, and they're cheap and it's good, so you have a future. And I think more or less also all the telemetry things and everything, they're kind of like, you know, when I say cheap, means like at lower price, not cheap like, you know, they are dandy and like, you know, they break after 30 seconds. They're well made. I mean, I saw the Vario and which I bought and tried, and it was like incredible. It was like very well made, and it did the reading precisely. So well, I hope you enjoyed this review. We will go and fly with this radio now in the next video, and I will show you how it works. Please subscribe, and blue sky to everybody.